Okay, today I want to teach you the Nashville number system. Okay, what that is basically, it's just music theory. Basic music theory. If you've ever learned anything about sheet music, you've probably learned basic music theory. The major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all the number system is. You just take that and apply it to your playing. Instead of thinking chords when you play a song, you're thinking in numbers. And that can benefit you in a lot of ways. So let's just get started. C's the easiest because it's all white keys straight up. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're back to 1. That's easy in C because all you have to do is follow the white keys. When you get to other keys, it's a little bit harder. So that's why you need to know how do you find the number system? What's the formula? So the formula is, wherever you start, that's when you start this formula. It goes whole, whole, half, whole, whole, whole. Talking about whole steps and half steps. So if you start here, and a half step is just the very next note is the half a step away. So in this case, there's a half a step. But if you're here, a half a step would be from a white key to a white key, because that's the very next note. So that's a half step. So a whole step means you skip one. So you would skip that one. So a whole step would be from here to here. So whole, whole, half, whole, whole, whole. So we're starting here. This will be in the key of C. So we're going to learn the major scale, the number system, in the key of C. So here's 1. So whole, so we skip, there's 2. Whole, half, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole, whole, half, whole, whole, whole. By that point you should be done. We're at 7. We're right next to C again, which was our 1, so that means we did it right. We finished at the end. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then back to 1. So that's it. That's all the number system is, but if you think numbers, you'll start understanding songs better. But we'll talk about that later. Let's go to a different key that's not going to be so easy. As long as you remember the formula, whole, whole, half, whole, whole, whole. And make sure you start on 1 before you think the formula. A lot of people, as soon as they hit the 1, they say whole, whole. That's not what you do. You start, and then when you start moving, that's when you say the formula, whole, whole, half. So make sure you start and then go with the formula. So let's go to E. So now this is going to be our 1. If we're in the key of E, whatever key you're in, that's the 1. So we're going to be in the key of E now. We're going to find the scale in E. So there's 1. So we go whole, whole, half. So there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So whole, whole, half, whole, whole, whole. That's 7. We should be right next to E, which we are. That means we did it right. We finished on 7, and the next one will be 1 again. So the E scale is so one way this benefits you is you're able to transpose or change the key of a song without having to change your music. If you're thinking numbers, the numbers never change of a song. Let's say if you're playing Reckless Love, in the key of C, it's going to be A minor, G, F, C. And that's the whole song. A minor, G, F, C. Okay, there we go. So, but if we have to change keys, a lot of times key changes happen at the last minute. Maybe someone else is going to sing the song and it's a bad key for their voice. So they say, well, can you take it up or can you take it down? That shouldn't be a problem if you're thinking numbers. But if we change, let's change big. Let's go to G. Now the chords are completely different. Now the chords are E minor, D, C to G. Same song, still feels the same, still sounds the same, it's just in a different location. But the chords are totally different. Now if you're thinking numbers, and if you get really good at thinking in numbers, then nothing changes. The chords still change, the notes still change, but the song in your head is still the same. Let me show you what I mean. And the key of C, Reckless Love, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starts with 6. It's 6 minor, 5, 4, 1. That's it. 6 minor, 5, 4, 1. And I'm just going to say 6. 6 is always going to be minor for the most part. So 6, 5, 4, 1. Okay, now let's change it to G. Let's look at it. G. Here's G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the song is still 6, 5, 4, 1. That's the song. No matter where you put it, the song is 6, 5, 4, 1. So in G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 1. You could put that song anywhere. Doesn't matter. The song is 6, 5, 4, 1. So if you get familiar with this number system, then you're going to be able to change keys of a song just like that. Now, definitely take a minute to learn your new key, because you know you're not going to just know every key perfectly right off the bat. Give yourself a minute or two to get familiar with the new key. So like if you're in A flat, oh man, you know, say you don't play an A flat a lot, but you know the song's going to be 6, 5, 4, 1. Well, take just a minute and find your number system, find your scale, get used to it really quick, and then you can play. So let's do that real quick, show you what I'm talking about. There's 1, whole, half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, whole, half. You're done there. You should be next to A flat where we started. Okay. Well, that's going to take a long time to get used to 1 through 7. Well, a little trick. Most songs, in my experience, is 80% of songs that you play, that you hear on the radio, that you play at church or wherever, they consist of the 4 chords. 1, 4, 5, and 6 minor. There are a ton of other songs that have other chords on them, yes, but 80% of the songs that we love, we know and love, whether it's country, hip-hop, Christian music, contemporary, you know, they consist of 1, 4, 5, and 6 minor. There are more, there are 2 minors, and there's lots of more, but 80% of the time that's all you have. So a good thing to do once you find that scale, really what you need to do is get familiar with those 4 chords in that key. Get familiar with 1, 4, 5, and 6 minor. That's the shortcut. So in this case, we're in the key of A flat. So let's get familiar. We just did the scale, so 4 is here. So you just want to play through 1, 4, 5, and 6 in any order that you want. Just get used to those 4 chords, because most likely those are going to be the ones that you use. So 1, then a 4, 5, 6 minor. Make sure you're doing that 6 minor. 1, 4, 5, 6 minor. Mix it up a little bit. 4, 5, 1, 6 minor. Just get used to where those 4 chords are, because that's probably what your song is going to consist of. And if it doesn't, say there's a 2 minor, which happens a lot. Well, you know where your 1 is. 2 is just going to be the very next one. Boom. There you go. Whole step. So there, 2's easy. Even if you didn't really practice 2 minor, you can find it quickly, because if you're familiar with the number system and you know where 1 is, 2 is just the next one. That's a whole step. And there's a lot of shortcuts you can use that I'll talk about later, but get familiar with the number system, because it helps you a lot. It will benefit you a lot. It will get you thinking in numbers. It makes you think of the root of the song. What is the root of this song as far as positions from here to here, from here to here. You can place that anywhere, any key on the keyboard that you want. But instead of bogging your mind down, always thinking A flat, D flat, F minor, and that's fine. You definitely need to know that. You know those chords. You know what those chords are, but think numbers. It'll change your life.